Hello everyone and welcome back to Disneyland. Today we're here to check out some exciting updates around the resort. It's a solo day today. It's been a long time since I did a solo day. We're going to check out different 70th anniversary stuff because there's lots that we had to talk about with that. And overall just have a fun day here. So let's go get inside the park, even though we're technically already inside of it. First order of business today is we're going to head on over to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I really want to see the last couple times that we've been riding it. A lot of the animatronics have been down. Now I do enjoy that ride, but you know, one of the disappointing things is the fact that it seems to be that animatronics are never working, or at least most of them. So we're gonna go ride that. We're gonna brave that in the cold and see if they have fixed any of the animatronics now that it's been open for a while. So let's go head over there. Hopefully it's not delayed and it's actually open right now. Down for a lengthy refurbishment. As you can see, the construction walls are up right now. Rumors suggest that this is converting to Dinosaur. Just kidding, RIP Dinosaur, one of my favorite rides at Walt Disney World. But yeah, right now Indy is closed for a refurbishment. As you can see, it says they're not offering tours today. So sad. I love me some good Indiana Jones. I don't think I'll ever get tired of this attraction. That's why I really enjoy Dinosaur, because it was the same exact thing, just with scary creatures. But right now it's down. You would think that they'd have it open for spring break time, which is coming up, but looks like it won't be open. Nonetheless though, it's good that they're always refurbishing old rides like this, because as we all know, Indy breaks down quite a bit, so they definitely need it. Here we go on a Tiana's Bayou Adventure. It's a 5-minute wait. I would do single rider, however, with single rider, you can't pick your row, and I don't want to sit in the front when it's cold. So I'm gonna wait in general and request the back. Well, that was an experience to say the least, riding that freezing cold in the back row. Did not expect to get that wet. And it's funny because I got wet on like the first drop, not even the indoor drop or anything. I got wet on the very first drop, which is usually where I don't get that wet at all. But here we are. But this is actually the first time where all of the animatronics were working, kind of, on Tiana's Bayou Adventure that I've been on it. So all of them were working besides that last one, the last Tiana, and the grand finale scene where she's singing. That's usually the one that has the most issues. It usually hasn't been moving. It was moving and dancing this time. However, her lips and her facial expressions and everything weren't moving. So there was singing going on, however, it didn't look like she was singing. So did Disneyland finally fix her issues, to answer the question? Well, kind of. I just hope that one day it's all perfect, but unfortunately that's not going to be the case with these rides. You would just assume that it would with a newer attraction. However, it was really refreshing to see that they definitely did fix all of the animatronics on the inside, and at least they got the Tiana moving at the end. Now we made our way to the back of the park, and obviously the Small World renovation won't be done until the 70th anniversary kicks off. Oh my goodness, duck. Hello, duck. We love some duck content. If Savannah was here, then she would feed you right now. But alas, you're just a lonely duck. We kind of touched up on it last time that we were here, in the sense that they are renovating It's a Small World, and they're actually changing up the scenes in here, or at least one of them. They're adding Coco to It's a Small World. So they're adding Miguel and his beloved dog Dante. and they will be added in here for the 70th anniversary. So that'll be fun and exciting. But yeah, it sounds like I can hear them working on stuff right now. I don't know if it's over here to the left or over to the right, but I can definitely hear them actively working. And if you stand a little bit taller on these steps, I can see it. I don't know if the camera can see it, but you can see some crew members in there working on the front of the attraction as well. So maybe they're just gonna touch up Small World in general, who knows? But right now, this is the current state of, oh, now there's more drilling over there. So yeah, lots of active work going on all over the place. You love to see Disney touch up these different attractions. Here's some random construction right here. The Tomorrowland Terrace stage is just currently behind construction walls. I wonder if they're just redoing the stage a little bit, or they're doing something bigger for the 70th anniversary. A lot of these construction walls, I feel like, have to do with general refurbishments before they kick off the 70th anniversary. Now, I may be stretching a little bit, but you know, it's bold of me to assume that. But yeah, it's nice to see that they're refurbishing the stage, you know. Man, Fantasyland is always so busy in the morning. I mean, it's busy in general, but it's especially busy in the morning. I feel like that's because everyone's rope dropping Peter Pan. Oh my goodness, there's a bird yelling at me right now. I guess he just wants me to shut up. Hey, little birdie, thank you for giving your beautiful sounds to Fantasyland. So now that we're kind of over here by Snow White's Enchanted Wish, I kind of wanted to get your guys' thoughts, or open up the discussion down below in the comment section on what your guys' thoughts are on the new Snow White movie, because I just watched it. With being as constructive as possible, not just hating on the movie, I don't like live action remakes, honestly. Like, I think I'm gonna be biased towards Lilo and Stitch because I absolutely love Lilo and Stitch. But I just really don't like live actions. This one, I went in with an open mind in the sense of like, I really wanted to like this movie, and I didn't. And I just honestly feel like a lot of these live action movies are just Disney not wanting to come up with original stories. Like, this one was okay, but it definitely left me wanting more. Like, I think that my favorite part was honestly like the dwarves mine scene. I thought that was pretty cool. Other than that, everything else was kind of whatever. The whole storyline of making Snow White more an empowerment figure was really cool. However, it just kind of under-delivered in the sense that I didn't really feel that empowerment. I felt like the movie should have been a little bit longer to really grasp that storyline slash plot. So I just think that people are being a little bit too harsh. I did not enjoy the movie, but I honestly think that people are being way too harsh in the sense of how they're reviewing certain things. But let us know down below in the comment section what you thought of the movie if you watched it. However, I will say if they mess up Lilo and Stitch, then man, I'm gonna be really bummed. Look, another duck. These ducks are following me everywhere. It's because Savannah's not here with me, so the ducks are here being like, here's the filling the void of Savannah while she's at work. Right, Mr. Duck? So, as bad as it sounds, I feel like every day I test myself to see how far I can go without caffeine. I've reached my point today. I need a coffee. So, let's go get a coffee and go check out some merch. Alright, so we've come into the Emporium to go check out to see if there's any merchandise for the 70th, and there's this cute little Easter bunny. Obviously, Easter is coming up. Obviously, it's Mickey right here, and then I think there is a Minnie Mouse one down here as well. Oh yeah, look at that. Look how cute that is. So yeah, they are getting ready for Easter time. And by the way, I talked about this in the last vlog, but I got these freaking pink sweaters for Savannah and I because I didn't think that they would have any more like that. They would sell out right away, and they still have a ton even after Valentine's is over, so that's lovely. I'm gonna text Savannah, see if any of her friends want one, to be honest, because there is a whole bunch. So here's a look at the 70th Spirit jersey right here. I have it hanging on a rack. Obviously has the 70th logo on the front right there. You can see it kind of has the castle there, and everything's like kind of like a paint splash, I would say. Oh, look, there's Mickey on the bottom there too. That's the Spirit jersey, so they must have the rest of the stuff in here as well. Actually, I feel like this would be a lot better to do at the World of Disney where it's not so crowded, so we're gonna go out of the park and go do that right now instead. That way I can get my coffee out there at Starbucks too. This is another area where they are getting ready for a brand new attraction that'll be debuting during the 70th anniversary. Here at Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, they have removed the sign because there will be a brand new Walt Disney show, and I'm pretty sure that they'll alternate with each other. I think I read that correctly, so Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln will still be here eventually, from what I understand. But yeah, they took down the sign. Obviously, they are going to debut a new sign for when that brand new Walt Disney show debuts, and there's the all new Walt Disney animatronic, which is gonna be really cool to see. Into the world of Disney we go. Let's go check out some 70th anniversary merch, shall we? All right, y'all, here it is. Let's take a look at everything that just debuted, I think yesterday. So here we got a nice kids t-shirt, it looks like, or is this just a woman's shirt that's extra? Yeah, this is just a small version. That's a woman's t-shirt. We have this cool tumbler done by Cork Circle, I think that's called. I like that, that's cute. Not too sure about the colors on Mickey, but everything else is cool. Really love the Disneyland 70 logo though, if that's focusing at all. Let's see. You know guys, I don't cut stuff out here, we just keep it real, but oh, there we go. Look at it. Look how pretty it is. Oh, I love this. This is really cool. Obviously, you can't go wrong with all the pins. These are the Magic Key exclusive pins here for the 70th anniversary. Really like that. And they had to snag that because that's pretty cool. And it's a 70th anniversary celebration for Disneyland. We're also celebrating the 25th anniversary of Disney pins. Gotta love that. Best of both worlds. Here we have a blue t-shirt with Mickey on the front. The other one, the purple one that we showed you, just had the castle in the 70s. This one has Mickey on it. Obviously a Disneyland Resort logo and the 70th logo on the side there. I still think nothing will beat the Diamond Celebration 60 years. That was like one of the best, but this will be a close second here. Honestly, in my opinion, anything will beat out the 100-year celebration for Disney in general, because that didn't go as planned. But I like this shirt. This shirt's cool with all the Mickeys on the front of it. The colors are so interesting. And I don't know if it's interesting in a good way or interesting in a not so good way, but they're just interesting to say the least. We got like a giant pin here. This one's not Magic Key exclusive. This is just, anyone can buy this. It's just a giant pin. And I think it changes dates on there, it looks like. Yeah. Something. You can't take it off. They're all locked right now, but you kind of get the idea. These are some fun bags right here. I always love bags like this that you can just, I believe they come with a strap in there as well. But I like little small bags like this, especially for me. Like, I often carry a fanny pack. Yes, I'm that person now. I carry a fanny pack, but because I carry my lens in there, or my secondary lens and my sunglasses, so I just need something small. I don't necessarily need something big unless it's cold outside and I want to put my jacket away. But I like that bag a whole lot. And there's another look at the Spirit jersey right there in the light of World of Disney. That's a big reason why I came in here, is because the lighting in here is so good. But yeah, there's a better look at the Spirit jersey for the 70th anniversary. Alright, but I'm fiending for caffeine right now, so I'm gonna go get my Starbucks and then we'll walk a little bit further down into downtown Disney and check out some of the still construction going on at the backside of the resort. Alright, coffee acquired, everybody. It's really busy in here too, so I'm gonna enjoy this and we'll go head out. Here's a current look at the former Tortilla Joe's location. You can still see some of the remnants of it over there. It says the Tortilla Joe's Cantina, because that's obviously where the bar was at. It was a small little bar, but it was nice that they had an outdoor area. However, what's replacing this is Pearl's Barbecue. There's kind of like a concept of what it's going to look like right there. This is a really big area, so they're definitely going to dress this all up nicely. I would imagine, I mean, just from the shape, it doesn't look like they're going to use the exact same building. It looks like they're preparing to tear the whole thing down. And if they are tearing the whole thing down, well then we could be looking at a long time before this thing's open, because there's a lot of work to be done. I don't anticipate this opening until either late this year or maybe even early 2026 if I had to guess, because yeah, this shape does not look like that shape. So they still need to tear this whole thing down and then put all this up, but we'll see. We could probably be surprised. And then on the other side of the building will be Arthur and Sons. It's a steakhouse, and that'll be located right here. So that's what could lead me to believe that they could be reusing the exact same buildings, because both of these were joint things as well. It looks like there's a meeting going on right next to me. There was some big meeting going on right next to me with a bunch of Disney execs, so I felt awkward and walked away. But you guys got the gist of what I was saying. Here's a current look at the progress of Porto's. For those of you guys who don't know what Porto's is, it's a bakery slash a restaurant slash a bar, and that's gonna be going right here. There's one in Buena Park, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Their pastries and everything are so good. Their coffee is really good too. I love their cold brew there. It's literally right down the street from Knott's Berry Farm, but this is where Porto's is gonna be at. And looks like they just got some framing going on right now. Nothing too crazy going on. They obviously have a giant machinery type equipment here. But yeah, not a lot going on with the Porto's location right now. I do hear a lot of noise behind me at the former ESPN zone though. I do believe that they are keeping this building for the ESPN zone. I think that they're reusing it. They're not tearing this down at all, and that's what it looks like too, with all the scrim and all the sounds going on in there. Man, it's really loud. They're actively working on it. This is a really big building for them to use too. But it's almost 11 o'clock, so let's go ahead into Disney's California Adventure. Also always love the crowd of people that doesn't really line up out here, but just kind of all gathers in front of DCA, because still park hopping is still not until 11, so everyone kind of just has to wait. It's always fun to see that. It has been freezing all morning, and finally the sun's out and it's so nice and warm. It feels like springtime. It's like 75 degrees out here in SoCal. Look at how absolutely gorgeous it is right now with the sun out. Such a beautiful day. So the single rider line for Incredicoaster is freaking nuts right now. Like, it's all the way to the Abominable Snowman Frosted Treats. The actual standby line is like 30 minutes. You probably have a better chance to get on the ride before you get single rider with the general standby, to be honest. Everyone's camped out right now because Midway Mania went down, but they just sent vehicles, so it looks like they're gonna reopen. So why not take a spin on Midway Mania, because this is also changing for the 70th anniversary celebration. Oh yeah, it just opened back up, so we're walking right onto the attraction. Pretty excited. It's been a long time. Well, that was a long spin. For those of you guys who have been on this, you know that the last bonus round absolutely destroys your arm. I think I did get it. We'll see. Okay, that was alright. 207,000. 27% accuracy. That's okay. Let's see. Was I best in vehicle? Let's see. That was the last one. So that's broken. I love me some Toy Story Midway Mania. It's always a fun time, and now it's literally within 5 minutes. It's a 50-minute wait. That's crazy how popular this attraction is, and that's because it's so much fun. And that's also the reason why during the 70th anniversary, they're changing this up, adding different like 70th projections in there. Now that's we only got a piece of concept art, that's about it, but I really hope that they improve the projectors and the screens and everything, because some of those have seen better days, and it'd be cool to see them really like spruce everything up. But it's also cool that we're just getting like new scenes, for that matter. I think it's awesome that they're not only touching Disneyland, but they're also doing stuff with California Adventure and these different attractions here. So you gotta love it. Maybe Mr. Potato Head will be wearing like a 70th anniversary fit or something. That'd be cool too. By the way, shocked is an understatement, and how I'm feeling about is them not putting anything in the Hyperion Theater for the 70th. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, you would think this, we talked about it many times on the channel before, but this is just a sitting building. They had that one Captain America show, everyone loved it, and then they're just like, nope, it's just temporary. Well, why not do like a Pixar show in here or something? Or, I mean, wishful thinking here. Hopefully that villain show from Hollywood Studios, which is set to debut this year, would come over here eventually in the Hyperion Theater. I mean, this is such a huge building. It will help so much with the capacity. One thing that will be returning though is the Better Together Pixar Parade. That's gonna be here back again at Disney's California Adventure in May. That was a really cute parade. I was all for it. I thought it was really cool. It was a lot better put together, you know, better together. Oh, wow. Than Pixar Pals or Pixar Play Parade, I think it was called. I really enjoyed the Better Together Parade. So I can't wait for it to come back in May, and we got tons of photos and videos from that. Speaking of parades though, nothing will beat Paint the Night, which is returning in May also to Disneyland, where it first kicked off at. So it will be back there in Disneyland, Paint the Night, and they did share a little bit of a sneak peek of what the new screen will look like with the 70th logo on it. That was put out recently when they also announced the whole Jonas Brothers theme song for the 70th as well. So Better Together returning here, and Paint the Night returning over at Disneyland Park. And well, y'all, that is a wrap on today's video. So thank you guys for joining me here on this Disneyland day. We had a whole lot of fun. Got some updates, debunked the Tiana's thing about all the animatronics not working, and yeah, just had a fun day. So if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button with those bell notifications on, and leave a comment down below to let us know that you enjoyed the video. Anyways, my name is Scott. You've been watching Exploring Attractions. Positivity is key. Most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.